Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins and ghouls, and space cadets of all ages. I am Nathaniel Slikens, and welcome back. We're gonna pick up right where we left off, and that was we were inside that what was it? An abandoned mine. And we're just gonna go in. We're gonna collect up a few goodies here and there. Like I remember seeing fuel tanks in there that we could use. There was a couple of generators and a few other things. I don't think there's anything like super important in here that we really need to grab. A lot of cargo boxes and things. Where the fuel tanks at? Because I did see these. Well, those are somewhere. I imagine those are all together. There's a large generator somewhere. I saw the two small ones. But yeah, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna get these pieces. Okay, so the small ones are here. There is something in here. Did we miss something on the other side too? Oh, we did. I don't think there was anything on this floor to get. Yeah, that's where this was at. I do... Oh, that's perfect. I do want those. So we got this here. Nothing... We're gonna take the furniture, though. Kind of a dumb thing to take, but... You know, you never know what you actually need furniture blocks for. We don't need to take the cargo. We should tear apart all this Xeno, but I'm not going to use this for it because you don't get, or at least last time yeah, you don't get the full Xeno block back. Okay, yeah, it's hidden inside there. I don't like that you don't get the full block back either. It's kind of dumb they did that. Just give me that, give me that. And the main purpose of collecting the Xeno is a very good material to use, especially in combat vehicles. It gives a bigger bonus for shielding, and it has a much higher threshold for taking damage. However, there is one problem, and that is that Xeno is very ugly when it comes to building with it. It is not the most pleasant block in the game to look at. Got radiation sickness down here. Oh, did I get this one? Yeah, I did. Okay. I wonder if they changed it, because I thought that was not a Xeno texture. I don't think they changed anything there. I don't mind that, because unfortunately you cannot use the alien containers. We should probably just focus on getting all the walls and everything before we start really working on the floors. Because there's a lot of Xeno here to get. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the above structure falls apart too. Oops. I do, with that being said, I do want to go over here and get these fuel tanks. Yeah, here they are. Was it just the 3? I thought there was more. And I really, really do wish that you could actually, like, collect the full block, because that would save so much time, too. But seeing as you can't, that's why I'm going to use the survival tool, because the survival tool doesn't have hit points or anything. You can see that I'm not going to lose this thing at any time. So if you ever wonder why I have a survival tool on my toolkit, it comes in handy because it doesn't take damage when you're, like, collecting materials and everything. And if it's something like this where you know that you can't really collect it, or if it's something you don't really care about, it's good to use this tool instead. And Xeno is one of those items that you can't actually collect the full block, so... I don't think there's very many of those either. I know you can't collect the full block when it comes to cores either. Well, the base core. The base core. The green one. The one that comes out green. Actually, I don't think you need to get that anywhere. So, like, when you build the base item, like the starter base, the hover, small, and capital vessel, it's the green core that's in there. It's the main one, the basic. The most simple thing that you can actually get. Yep, here we go. We're getting irradiated. We don't really have a way to get rid of that either. Maybe we do have a way of getting rid of it. And I can just continue to work here without worrying about dying. To an extent, we don't have a way to heal at the moment. I don't think I've ever torn apart anything specifically to get the Xeno, but This is long-term goals here. Simple as that. Like, there's no other reason for it. It's just long-term. We're gonna need Xeno at some point if we ever get around to making like an actual combat vessel. So we might as well just start collecting it now. There is another abandoned mine on here. However, I don't exactly have time this morning. Maybe I'll get back on later tonight and we'll go try and do the other one. Though we got one little problem, we may have to go back to home base. I am out of shotgun shells. And I don't think I've got the resources on the Winnebago in order to make shotgun shells. At least I don't think I do. Because the main thing we're missing is copper. I don't think we got any copper from this last night. See, off the top of my head, I don't really remember what all we got last night. I know we got some zirconium and some erestrium. We dug up 3 sathium deposits, which was the main thing I came out here for. Then I decided, hey, we're gonna like get some more interesting content, so we're gonna go attack this thing. And I just showed just how annoying the ground combat in this thing can be. Like, it is super, super problematic. Just trying to get through this one place was stressful. It was driving me crazy too at points. It's like I said, the ground combat in this just absolutely sucks. The space combat isn't much better, but for a block building based game, like I'll accept it. It's functionable. It's still super annoying. I don't know if you guys noticed earlier. Okay, so it's not showing that now, but earlier when I first like looked at this, the CPU usage was higher than the CPU available. And the only CPU that's coming from this is the salvage core. Which is weird that it was even showing like 8,000 as far as the how much CPU is available. I didn't think that worked with the salvage core. The salvage core is probably the best thing that Reforged Eden 2 adds. Because that's not in the base game. That's yet another reason why anybody wanting to play this, they like, oh, I want to give that a shot. Get Reforged Eden 2, because it makes the base game so much better. There's so many, what's the term? God, what's the term? Quality of life. It makes the quality of life in this game, like, way better. Way better. So these are all steel. Screw it. I'm gonna take this. Because I really like those cables. That's another great thing that Reforged Eden 2 adds, is they add more, detail parts to the game. Base game doesn't have that many detail parts. Reforged Eden 2 adds a lot of them. I haven't used very many of them, just because there's a lot of them, and like trying to find a use for it, it's like, okay, that's cool, what would I use that for? But I've also seen like ships built by other people that use assets in ways that I never would have thought of. So I try to imitate that occasionally, and like the Winnebago, like one of the things that I, you know, as a small content creator and everything, if I got somebody asking like, hey, how do I get better at building? I would be like, just build. Look at what other people do, take something that is actually real and copy it. And it doesn't matter if it's a copy of it. so long as you're like, hey, this is a copy of it. Don't build like the Parthenon and say, hey, this is an original. No, don't do that. But go through and build something that you enjoy. And that's why I try to build my own versions of famous like ships and things in this game. Because it's just going to help you become a better builder. Like there's actually a version, there's versions of everything out there. Like I'm pretty sure we could go on there onto the workshop and find a version of the Winnebago that looks a hell of a lot better than what I did. But I'm tired of looking at things that other people have done, and I'm like, I need to like build something, compare it, and then be like, okay, how can I improve this? Like my Winnebago, I don't really see much room for improvement. We could change up the shaping in some places, but I really don't see how we would change it up to make it look any better, if that makes any sense. Yes, it does not look that great, I will admit. But I cannot think of anything that would actually improve the look of it to make it look like the vehicle. I do have one thought while I'm sitting here saying that. Kind of ironic. But, like, maybe we could add some detail on the front and, like, change the shape of the front a little bit. Hi there. Oh, that was that style of light. Okay. In fact, like, just walking through this corridor, we may even take that idea. I wonder if we... Even, you know, another little thing, even pay attention to the textures. Because a lot of things in this, they change up the textures constantly. Like, there's just tons of different textures going on. And I'm aware that we just lost connection, so I'm waiting to see what happens there. Okay, we should be back. Yep, okay. Wonder why they went with that block particularly for that little section. It says it's disconnected, reconnected. Are we good? Because it's just bouncing up and down, back and forth. Okay, it seems to be stable now. And it's dropping, and it went back up. Think it's fine. Looks like it's holding steady at about 4,000 now. I'm talking about the bit rate. I don't know what's going on. And it's bottoming out. And it dropped. That did not help anything. Okay, that's not good. I don't want to freeze. I'm pretty sure I can use this to stabilize my temperature. heavy acid rain while we're inside, so we should be fine. Yeah, so the bit rate just the transfer rate just dropped. Like we weren't it wasn't really streaming there. It was just like connected, disconnected, connected, disconnected, connected, disconnected. And it just wasn't staying where it should. So change the setting or two and hopefully that's a lot better. Hopefully we don't drop as much. Hopefully. Golly, we still got a lot to do in here. And so this is where collecting materials like this just takes so much time. Like, this game literally is a giant time sink. But I don't exactly have a lot of time today. I got some time. I've got to leave, get my car into the shop and everything, so we're not going to stream for a very long time. I will be back later today. Why are we suddenly, like, constantly freezing? We went from dealing with radiation to now we're just constantly freezing. We'll go warm ourselves up here in a second. I bet it's because of the acid rain, but we're not getting hit by the acid rain, so we shouldn't be freezing. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, it says the ambient temperature is -16, so... Oh, this is where the core was. Now, are the doors... Okay, the doors are usable between bases and ships. Capital vessels, to be exact. I thought we picked up another door, though. I don't see it. Oops. Ah! I'm still hitting the wrong button. Oh, come on. Really? I need an installation unit. How's there acid rain down here? What? No, 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 no. We're inside of a structure. We are literally inside of a structure. We should not be dealing with acid rain. I don't think I really care about these. I'm surprised we haven't had like a major collapse of anything yet. Which, thinking about it, I don't really want it to collapse because my ship is sitting right there on top of it. Hmm. You can place those on things, but you can't actually use them. I think this is probably going to take up all of our time for this morning, because this is gonna take a while. does seem like changing that setting in OBS seems to have done the trick. We haven't had any more interrupts. We did at the beginning, but it seems to have finally stabilized in a manner that I'm actually happy with. And I'm seeing, like, on the video side over on YouTube, and it's just fine. It's not patchy or anything. Like, it's not jumping up and down and causing issues and everything. It looks fairly smooth. See, that's another problem that I had using Twitch, is it never looked smooth. Like, it was always, like, jumping around and having issues. There's a whole empty area right here. I'm kind of glad I finally said to hell with Twitch. It's just filled with too many liberals and goofballs, you know, thinking that there's 20 million different genders and BS like that. I saw somebody post somewhere like, you know, you're either, the post was like that you're born either male or female. And somebody, like a geneticist, was like, when you start learning about something, because I don't remember exactly what it said, you realize that that argument doesn't hold any weight to it. And I am familiar with a couple of different things that kind of breaks that argument, but those are diseases, things that are not normal in the human genome or the human body. So how can you say that that the argument is flawed based on outliers? And one of those is, what is it called? Mosaic? Mosaic is where effectively your body can't make up. I'm going to paraphrase because I know about the disease, I don't know that much about it. It's basically where your body is like, it doesn't know if it's supposed to be male or female. I don't know how that works with your genitals, but yeah, so you basically, that person has to take hormones for their entire life to be whichever gender. And again, I don't know how that works with your genitals, but I am aware that that is a real disease, so there is an argument to be made there. However, again, like I said, that is an outlier. I think what is it? It's like maybe 2% of the population has to deal with that. And even at that, most of the time, it's not as the extreme that I just described. Or actually, the other one I'm thinking of is chimeraism. And that's where your body is effectively two different people. And basically you got two sets of DNA in you, and they work together. From what I understand of how that works, it's like if a lady gets pregnant with twins, and then at some point in the development process, like very early in the development process, the twins merge back, and I'm talking identical twins, or okay, so I don't know that much about biology, but it's the identical twins where they come from one egg, one ovum, and as they begin to develop and everything into two distinct people, the DNA slightly is different between the two, and then somehow the two merge back into one. So now you got two sets of DNA that are growing in one body. I don't think that that's possible with fraternal twins. I think that's only possible in the case of, you know, an identical twin becoming, you know, just a single person. Again, I'm not a geneticist or a biology major of anything. It's just things that I've learned about, trying to find out if certain things are real. And looking it up and finding out that, oh my gosh, this is a real thing. Like, holy cow, that's so weird that this is actually, you know, something that actually happens. Probably the weirdest thing I've ever heard of, too. And there's some crazy things that can happen. Chimeraism is just the weirdest. You know, I got a question on the people that build things like this. Why is just this section of the floor, like you're making this thing in creative, why is just this section of the floor Xeno? I mean, we already can't collect the whole block. Why not just make the whole bottom area Xeno? Now, and then on that same note, why do we have two different concretes here, and then this is all steel? Why have we got like 3 different materials right here for the floor at the base? I honestly would change this and just put regular concrete down there on the bottom instead of the reinforced concrete. Oh, we got radiation fog again. I think we got all of it off the walls. I mean, most of these ad sets are made in creative mode and then put into the game, whether that be the original developer, Elon, or the developers of Reforged Eden 2. I don't know if this one is Reforged Eden 2 or a base game thing. Honestly, I'm starting to think I should rearrange my hotbar a little bit, but I'm so used to having this thing in slot 1. It would actually be better if it was closer to the normal multi-tool. Uh-oh. We completely dropped there. But it did come back up. Okay, so it's back up already. It completely bottomed out again. I didn't get the alert that I had disconnected, though. So that's good. Just one last look around, see if we missed any. That's... I'm not even sure, like, how much this would actually make. Okay, it looks like we got a bit over here too that I missed. Is that gonna cause that column to fall? No. Okay. Like, what do I get for... Ooh, okay. I doubt there'd be anything hidden here. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we already got any possible hidden items. Where's the furniture? Do I need that stuff? No, not really. Which is why I'm mostly like tearing apart everything else. See, I love the little detail of those wires. Those are really cool. That was kind of a bad spot for him, though. I mean, it's kind of clipping into the wall there. Oh, I can't take those. Hang on. Let's go. So we got this. I don't really know what to do with. We got all these parts here. We're just gonna throw them in here. And yes, I'm well aware that that's going to have a lot. It's going to take up a lot of space. We technically can't do that, but again, I don't like playing with the mass and volume, which means that we're not really testing this vehicle for other people to play. But I mean, you got storage on here if you need it. I feel like that'd be really good to put on my shotgun. Can we? I don't think we can. Yeah, no, we're missing copper. Do we have copper? Yeah, we got copper. Oh, it disappeared. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I want to take out of here. Yeah. I think there's only one last thing to do here. Interesting. My only guess here is that this is holding it up. Is this necessary? No. Am I gonna do it anyway? Yes. So I am kind of curious, like, what is holding this up right now? What fell? So you're telling me nothing fell? Except for a little bit of fence on that side. Well, that was dramatic. I think we got most of it just we didn't get all of it, but we got most of it. Let me. Like, even the fridge, man, we got more than the fridge can actually hold in it. And we don't even have that much in the fridge. Now the real problem is, can we take off? Because it does still affect our weight as far as being able to maneuver. Okay, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I feel like what we need to do is just go back to base. Offload. I mean, there still is another... There is another abandoned mine shaft we could go to. I didn't get my core. Alright, let's try this again. So there is another one over here. I don't know if we got... I don't know if we got enough time to do this. Because I've only got like I've got roughly 2.5 hours, but how long did it take us to get through that last night with all the deaths? I think it took a while. Did I not mark this? I thought I marked that. It's still not showing up. Something just doesn't feel right, because why is that not showing up? I think that's it there. We need to take our other vehicle and go take out its turrets. Oh, I know why it's not. There we go. It just dawned on me I've got nothing on my HUD. I hate that. I need to be able to select an exit side for that. Such an overkill with the... Now this is a completely different one, so it's going to be slightly different as far as like getting in and out of this thing. I remember this one. I've done this one before. I don't remember how annoying it is. And I do see that they've added the trash to this one too. That's really cool. Okay. Yep, completely missed. We should be good to move closer. I don't think there's anywhere for us to land though. We're not exactly a small ship. We'll at least start doing this POI. If I can't finish this, we'll come back to it later. And if you're wondering what I'm blowing up, those are like spawn. Those are spawners. I think I may need to make a couple of different things of ammo. God, I love the fact that they added garbage because it looks so good. I never thought I'd say that about garbage, but they did a good job with that. Okay, this is done making those. 9 mil, we get 30 per. Actually, graphite doesn't need to be in there. Graphite needs to be over here. I don't really need that on all the time either. Cool. That was... well, that's still not... Hello? I could have sworn I just saw something glitch through the top of the vehicle. Okay, we are still collecting all the resources up here. Let's just continue that. I think that's everything here. Can I get into... oh, they've changed this. There's nothing down here. Hi. What you got for me? A few goodies. Nothing to write home about. We'll go up top there in a minute. Yeah, let's just open up both sides. Doesn't belong there. Really don't want to keep that over there, but we do need access to copper for when we're making stuff. I don't know what you actually use sulfur for. Okay. Go up top here. I don't think there's many creatures. Oh, I see a spider right off the top. Right off the bat, there's a spider up there. Hi. 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 Bye. Oxygen boost. That's cool. That's probably what opens up the door below. I don't think there's anything up here. No. Which also means it frees whatever's down here. I'm not gonna lie, I jumped. Whew, that scared me. I heard it before I even saw it. Wait, what is going on with you? Why can't I hit you? And what has happened to their AI? Why aren't they moving? Yep, I see you right there. That didn't take long. I don't even know how many shots we've managed to put into it. Like I said, the ground combat in this sucks. Like, there's no way of getting around stuff like that. The only thing you can do is just keep shooting at it. I'm not gonna worry about looting just yet. We're gonna try and get through this. Oh, of course, like right as I'm shooting you. We do need to loot the creatures though. Because they will vanish. Not. I think we just walk up to this and open it, don't we? Sort of. If I recall correctly, there's a ton of these things in this one. Better armor isn't going to solve anything either. Not that I can get better armor right now. So can I go far enough? There's a ton of these stupid things in this thing. And there should also be a turret somewhere. Oh. Forgot about these guys. Come on. Really? I put one right in his head and he's just turned and killed me. And see, this shows you exactly why I say the ground combat is just absolutely horrid. Come on, like seriously? Like maybe one day we'll get to the point where we're taking on that big thing that you just saw. I don't remember what faction that's actually called either. Like, look at my health already. Oh, come on. I literally saw him at the last second. What happened to the stream? What? What is going on with the stream? Okay. I don't know what happened there. But it was looping on the section where I was cleaning out Xeno in the floor. So now I can see that it's kinda up to date. Yeah, okay. I started moving now, so. Jerk. There's usually like one or two in there. And then I know... Do I have to blow this up? I may have to blow that up. Oh! Hi! I'm stuck. Oh, I can't get... And you can't fire that shotgun any faster. So, the NPCs with guns can fire their weapons like extremely fast, and they do a ton of damage to you. The melee NPCs, all the animals and mutant things like what we were just fighting, can fire or can get off hits a little bit quick, but in comparison, our ability to shoot is very, very slow. And we're at the start of the game. Like, I don't think this is even a hard POI. Neither was the one that we did last night that we kept dying repeatedly in. I knew it was there somewhere, I just couldn't remember where it was at. I couldn't dropped, I'm well aware. And it's slowly coming back up. We should see it come back online. There it is. Somebody later in the comments, like, leave a total, like, go through and count how many deaths we've got so far. Yeah, leave like a timestamp of me saying, hey, like, how many deaths do we have? And then at the end of the video, let's see how many deaths we got. Or at the end of the stream. Oh, that's not right. No, that should have opened up the passage back there. Yeah, access denied, access denied. These should be denied as well. Yeah, you have to go that way still. See if I can get through here this time. Yep, it destroyed these. So there's no medical things in here, is there? Okay, before we go any further. Oh, that's the wrong door. We'll worry about looting everything later. Because that way I can break down the loot containers and be like, okay, I did get this one, I did get that one. But we gotta be able to get to the end of it and destroy the core to do that. I think I'm putting bones in there. Definitely looks like I'm putting bones in there. This... Put the fiber, the magnesium goes in there too. It's this one. I don't really know where I need to put that. I'm just gonna put it there. See, this one we got the radiation in, but I really don't want to worry about that too much. Okay, it says we lost connection again, but everything I'm seeing says it's fine. I'm sorry, go through. Thank you. Ah. What is that, death number 2, since it said how many... We need somebody to track how many deaths have happened? I don't think I had any deaths on the outside. Once we started trying to get in, that's when the deaths started really happening. And that's mostly because there isn't really anywhere to go. Like, you can't find cover and hide and then shoot at the enemy. This game doesn't work like that. There's no such thing as a cover system in this. I really want to see what's in that. But I think we need to, like, continue on and finish this before we do that. I love this little ductwork thing here. This is ingenious. As far as like level making and puzzles, like trying to figure it out, this is really smart. I think there's a few of them that have this, but I don't know. I haven't done that many POIs. This is kind of a common one, so I've done it many times. The one we did yesterday, I don't think I've ever done it before. Oh, not another one of you. Where'd the scorpion go? Oh, we're poisoned. We're gonna end up dying. So there's another loot crate. What? You just loaded the gun. Oh, and he glitched through the wall. I can't loot him. And yes, I'm well aware we're dying of poison. Nothing I can do about that. So I might as well clear stuff while I'm still alive. Okay, that's where we'll stop. I'm not even going to worry about too much. We're going to end up dying again. I seem to remember this one has some good parts. We're just going to stay here. I don't want my stuff getting in there because it may glitch through the level. Could you imagine trying to play this on hardcore? Like, you wouldn't get far. You would be constantly starting over. Oh, come on. Just constantly starting over. Especially, like, in the early, depending on where you start. Actually, no, it wouldn't even depend on where you start. It just where you start would determine how you die. But if you start on a dead planet like I did, because I would much rather be on a dead planet, most likely you're going to die of oxygen starvation. Or, not oxygen starvation. It's, what's it called? Deprivation? I can't think of the right word. Uh, you'll die of that on a dead planet very easily. Forget food, forget uh, taking damage from creatures. You're going to die from lack of oxygen. Oh, starvation is the other one, because there's no food there either. On some other planets, like if you start on a hot planet, most likely you're going to die to the heat on that planet, unless you can get a base up and running like really super quick. And that most likely is not going to happen. And then on other planets, you're probably going to end up dying to some creatures. Okay, so I thought that was supposed to clear that. Clearly it didn't. Let's see, how many is that? I think we're up to 5 now, since I made that proclamation. I think we're up to 5 deaths since then. Giant pain in the butt. There is a easier way to do this. We just can't do that currently. And what I mean by that is you can, if you've got the equipment to it, you could actually like blow your way through the base and then take out the core. And then take it over, and the automated defenses should kill everything inside. Well, at least where there are automated defenses. Should. I wish there was a way to get around them instead of destroying them, because that'd be good stuff to salvage, but there's no way to get around them. They will kill you before you can get past them. Oh, he fell through the wall. Not gonna be able to loot him. See, that wasn't even like fair chance there. Like I killed one and then almost killed another one before just a couple of shots and I'm dead. Alright, I think we're up to 6 now. Maybe 7? We may have skipped one. No, I think that's 7. Okay, which door was that? Which one did we manage to open? The only thing is trying to get around this stupid thing is a giant pain in the butt. Which one are we? No, that one's still locked. That one's still locked. It's this one. Why? I see your gun pointing out there. I couldn't even reload. Alright, I mean, I've still got time. We'll say 12:30. I'll get off this and go take care of my business today. Because I would really like my car to get fixed. Really would like that. I'm so tired of like having to deal with a busted door. Like, you know, considering what I do for a living currently, it's really ironic that I'm like, how do you hit a parked car? I mean, I've done it once in this job that I'm doing, but you're also talking like I'm driving a really big vehicle through really small streets. Yeah, and this is where I call BS on the whole using your drone to get your stuff back. Because he destroyed that instantly. Okay. No more surprises. Oh, you know what? I think some of those other doors up top, I don't think they go anywhere. I think they're just there for show to make you think this place is bigger than it actually is, because I think this is the end here. Oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, seriously? You didn't even reload it. I hate this part, because I know there's a bunch of things in here. Where are they? Because this usually gets to drop on me. Detonation charge? What? What? Hold up. So I have to find something else? They actually locked the door and I have to find a key? Oh my gosh, I do. They changed this. Okay. So we actually do need to go through and loot stuff. Okay, this doesn't have a piece in it now. Wow. Salvage detonator core. Okay. Okay. I thought that was gonna take a while. Because there's a lot that we hadn't gotten to yet. And that's just the start of it. We got a whole nother section in here that is the what is it called? Xeno? That we gotta go through. It's a whole new section in here. And this is far worse than the previous one because there's so many enemies right here. So many of them. I think this is the one that also has a boss at the end. I think it is. And unfortunately, the game's movement controls aren't exactly meant for a bullet hell style boss. This is the only way for me to describe it, is it's bullet hell. But it's not like extreme, like some of the big ones you see online. No, it's not that bad. It's bad, but not that bad. The best way I've found to like dodge it is like jumping left to right, and even then you're gonna get hit. Because the game's control scheme is not meant for that. God damn it. What are we at now? 9 deaths? I know we're over that. It's probably closer to like 14, 15, but it just goes to show like I've been saying, the ground combat in this game is just, it's such an annoying thing to deal with that I just don't like playing it. I love building in the game, don't get me wrong. Like, the game's building mechanics is really good. The kind of ships that you can make are just, there's so much out there that people have already made that it's like really impressive, some of the ships everybody has made. And I love building in it. But actually playing the game is the most frustrating thing on the planet. And this is not a difficult game. The difficulty comes in the fact that the AI is just garbage to even put up with. Like, one of my favorite things is coming up where there's a somewhere out here there's a anti-personnel turret that is the biggest amount of BS you could ever imagine dealing with. I see you up there. And of course, we got a rocket launcher. Like, just watch this. I mean, there's a rocket at me. There's no delay in it. Somehow he knows I'm there. I mean, granted, there's a lot of dead bodies, but the AI in this just isn't. It's not good enough to be like, oh, I recognize that there's dead body. No, it has a sphere around it. It's a very simple detection sphere around it. So it's got a sphere around it. If you're inside that detection area, it doesn't matter if you're behind it or to the side of it or behind a wall. It will detect you and try to kill you. So, like, fighting the AI in this is just an atrocity. It is such an annoying thing to even, like, try to do. Oh, great. Okay, so I don't know where the rocket guy is. He wounded me that quick. And I'm dead. The hit didn't. The rocket is not what killed me there. The rocket brought my health down enough that I died instantly afterwards. I mean, you can watch it and you can just see that I've got a sliver of health left, but I'm bleeding out. So the moment that rocket hits, it seals my fate. Like, I'm gonna bleed out half a second later. It leaves me with like 2 health in a bleed out state. It's just like, oh, come on. And see, I know Spange was streaming. I don't know if he still is. But this is the kind of stuff where I'm like, yeah, dude, you don't realize how retarded the ground combat it is in this. Like, it's just absolutely pathetic. He had said some time ago, he just told me we'll get good. And I was like, dude, don't piss me off like that. It's not about my skill level in this game. And then I proceeded to go into Destiny and a couple other things and just blow the heck out of stuff. Like Destiny, Helldivers. I was like, it's not about the skill in this. It's about the BS of the AI. Like, look at this. How am I gonna get to my bag now? Oh my gosh. You and your dang rockets. Okay, I had just over half health there, and he just... Like, I may have got a few hits into him before he just destroyed me. And believe it or not, these are the same weapons. Now, not the rocket launcher or the laser cannon stuff, because the alien blasters and everything, those are actually like stronger, but those are obvious. Like you see green energy beams coming off of them. No, I'm using the exact same weapons, and I have to be a lot more thorough than the AI does. The AI is just gonna point and start shooting, and you're gonna die. That's it. There's nothing to it. It's one of those things like with the creators of Reforged Eden 2, I was talking about the other day with, you know, we may have the same equipment, but it's not being used the same. Like the AI vehicles don't have to worry about CPU. Oops. Where'd you go? I probably could have changed weapons there, but my health was already too low. There was no getting around that just then. Using a shotgun at range wasn't a good idea either. What the hell? What was that? Hold on. That's not good. That's not good. Is that a ship? Okay, I think we're fine. I thought one of those drones had come over here and was shooting at my ship. I don't know why it appeared so close, but that definitely scared me for a second. I thought we were going to be stranded yet again. We hadn't even gotten to the boss fight. God. Use the drone to get your stuff back. Yes, because this works 100% of the time. Really? I want to see this. How much health do I actually have? Oh, wow. I had a lot of health. He just two-shotted me. I mean, I know that it comes down to, like, health and armor. You know, if you don't have enough armor but plenty of health, it's not going to mean much because they're just going to be shooting through your armor and taking out your health. And if you don't have a lot of health but a lot of armor, once they get through your armor, you're just dead. And right now, we just have base level armor. But this isn't like a high level POI. This is a low level POI. This is an abandoned structure. This is not an organized military installation. Okay? So I shouldn't be dying that easily to all this garbage that is in here. And yet, here we are. Oh my god. And it takes way too long for your gear to come up from picking it up. How are there still flipping dudes in there? We hadn't even gotten to the turret that I find super annoying. We're still trying to clear out the barracks. Now, this would be fine on two other factors. One, if I had bandages. I don't. I don't have any kind of medical stuff. We have very little in terms of medical stuff. Typically, you can make medical items, but typically you get a lot of them from just looting places. And I do mean a lot of them. But, you know, we're still fairly new. I had gone off to my first other star system and, like, lost my ship almost instantly. God, I hate the controls in this. Because the see, that's one of the things is the controls are not smooth either. You'll notice I don't have anything to do it, but it doesn't move in a smooth manner. I was trying to display this on something else the other previously, like some time ago, and I pointed out that the way their aiming works is it's grid locked. So you would move like this sort of. So if they weren't where you had to like aim like this, which is not the best way to aim. You need to be able to like target something like this. But you can see as I'm doing this that aiming is just jumping all around even though I'm not really moving that much. So it's not just the AI. Like the game itself is not very friendly to combat because it's not refined enough for combat. It's very, what is the word I'm looking for here? Archaic. Though, granted, I think Doom played a lot better than this does as far as, like, aiming and shooting other enemies. This is, again, an atrocity. It's just terrible. And you know, there's some that will probably come around here and be like, well, if the game's so terrible, why do you play it? Well, then you've missed my point that I made earlier, in that the game's building is really dang good. Like, being able to build a ship in this any way you want and it still work. Flippin' hell. I mean, just look at the building we're in. Like, this is amazing. I want to see Minecraft do something like that. You're not going to find garbage lying around in Minecraft. And if it is, it's probably going to despawn after a while. I mean, we got several different container types that are all within one block. We just pick it out. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like Minecraft, but Minecraft within the last few years has just been adding nothing but garbage, in my opinion. Like, the spear sucks, the mace sucks, trying to get the mace sucks. The trial chambers they're boring, in my opinion. There's nothing really fun about the trial chambers, because if you gotta run them for a 1% drop to get the mace, you're gonna get bored of it really quickly. And while it is like a challenge, it's not a fun challenge. It's more like a task that you have to do that you don't want to, is the best way I can put it. Like, it's not something I want to go off and I'm like, okay, great, let's go find a trial chamber because they're so fun. No, it's more like, okay, let's find another one, hopefully get this stupid draw. And I haven't even really done them. I did one or two when they first came out, just so I could say that I've done them. I don't know what just blew up. What? Where do these guys keep coming from? The spawner should have stopped spawning them by now. I mean, look at these two ships here. Like, that is absolutely amazing. I'm starting to understand why Spange does love this game so much. After the time that I've put into it here recently, I'm having more fun playing this than I ever did Minecraft. Even though this game is like so terrible in some aspects. But again, I have a lot more fun building in it than I do actually doing this, because this is just frustrating. Like, I wouldn't have died this many times in a trial chamber. The only way I would have died this many times in a trial chamber is if I did the whole, tried to experience it with the stupidity of going in completely naked and being like, okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm only going to use what I get. We've got to take out that spawner. I'm gonna need some more sniper ammo at some point. I'm sorry, why did he explode? Oh, come on. You know, I wonder if we lost connection. I want to give it a second. I think we're back. It definitely appears that we're back. But, I completely lost train of thought there. So the stream was running smooth, and now it's just dropping off again. I'm well aware we've had several connection issues since I changed the bit rate. And then I saw that YouTube has a recommendation for a different bit rate than what I put it on. I've got no more shotgun shells. Yep. 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 Okay, we're still good on power. I'll let that go. I'll make us some shotgun shells. And we're closing in on our 12:30 here. Anyway, one of the things I was saying is YouTube recommendation said the bit rate was too low and that I need to put it higher. But what I read is if OBS is having issues staying connected to put the bit rate at a certain range, and that's what I did. But apparently YouTube's bit rate is higher or lower. I'm not sure which. I'd have to look and see at what it actually said. Because I don't think... What I've been told is that I'm having a problem with my computer. I don't think it's the computer, I think it's the network. Because it's constant, it's not just... Oh, come on! Like, I literally didn't even get a chance to react to that. Like, I'm looking, I let go of it, I switch weapons, and boom, he pops out of the corner and kills me. I don't think that was even like 2 shots. I think he shot me once and I was instantly dead. And we're not even to the final section of this. We're still trying to get into that room. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. God. There's another spawner in there. There's a stupid turret in there. And there's a spawner. So we gotta be able to destroy the turret and then destroy the spawner. Or destroy the spawner and destroy the turret. Either way, one or the other is going to get us killed. Because either that's going to keep spawning in enemies that are just going to, like, ruin my day, or the turret is going to ruin my day by just annihilating me. And what I was trying to do just then was run underneath the turret so I could, like, look up at it and shoot it in a position that it can't shoot down at me. But, nope. No such luck. Yep, use the drone. Use the drone to get your stuff back. Yep. It works so well. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff back. And then we're gonna end that for now. Because it's getting close to time for me to go. Go take care of my errand to get my car fixed. And whatever else, because they're probably gonna have it a few days, and I'm definitely going to need a rental while they've got it. Oh, come on. Like, why are you right there to begin with? I can kill 10,000 bugs on a single life in Helldivers, or androids. But I can't even kill like 20 dudes in this game. Like, it's not about the player. This is definitely about the game. I don't even know where he was at to destroy it. Oh, the drone works so well. It's such a good thing to do with that. Do you see how easily they destroy the drone? Like, anybody that tells me the drone is, like, amazing is a... We're gonna die again. I'm gonna start working my way up because we gotta get ammo made. Because we're out of ammo for the sniper. We are very low on ammo for the shotgun. I did make some for that, but we got plenty for the SMG, but the SMG is just so hard to use. Like, it's almost worthless. So is the rifle. The rifle's not any better. And this is why most of the time when I play this, I just play salvage. Like, I just go out and I salvage ships. I don't do any fighting. Okay, we can't make any ammo. We don't have any wood or plant fiber to make whatever that's called in order to make the explosives that go inside of a cartridge of any type. That is one thing I gotta say about this. Their recipes for certain things do make a lot of sense. I don't think they're all perfect, but they make a lot of sense. Okay, I'm not going back down there. We're just gonna... Let's see, we found that there. Let's just go here. Sniper upgrade kit. We're just gonna start looting. All the good stuff's gonna be in the alien containers, though. And I don't know where all of those are at. Neo, nice. A lot of titanium. Holy moly. We'll come back for this because our inventory's a little bit full. There should be more stuff here. Yeah, I need to go here soon. So we will come back to this. If not at a later date, then later, or if not today, then we will come back at a later date. When? I don't know. Let's see here. We put the sniper upgrade there. This is all weapons stuff. Put that there. Let's just go ahead and put that there. That's something we can sell later. This actually wrong one. That actually needs to go there. Right. I can't make any ammo for that. Let's continue on, like, looting. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but I'm getting tired of trying to get down there. Because we still got a whole Xeno room to deal with. We've got the boss fight at the end. And we're having trouble just getting past the barracks. Which I did not realize they even stuck two more, or another spawner in there. I saw on that last death when I went to charge in there, because I was like, why are there more enemies here? I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And that's when I spotted it. I was like, oh, there's a stupid spawner on the floor. When did they add two? Well, not two, but they added a second one in there. That corner just absolutely sucks, and they made it even more annoying. Multi-tool. Our inventory is pretty much full. Canned soup. A card. Let's say I don't think we can pick up anything in here. Yeah, it's all food and beverage related. And we hadn't even picked up stuff on the ground floor yet. I just realized that my mic is pointed down for some reason. There we go, that's better. I mean, it's still pointed down, but at least it's pointed down towards my face. It was pointed down towards the ground. I think that's because the stand that I've got is getting loose. It's not old, but it's not brand new either. And disconnected again. Now it's reconnected. Don't I have some... Oh, yeah, they're up here in the corner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get off. I'm going to stop there because I do have stuff to go do, and I need to get going. I'm 10 minutes over what I said I was going to do. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me die repeatedly. And again, if you do watch this and you see all that death, leave a comment down below. Let me know exactly how many times we died trying to get into this stupid thing. Because it's absolutely insanity.